Welcome back to the 50-50, the first challenge in podcasting. Today we're doing our top 11 transfers and putting them into a 11. And today I'm joined by Jack.
Hello, people. Nice to see you.
Yeah, and we're going to be discussing why we think why we've put them in each position, and why we think they're going to be successful or if they're not going to be successful. Because for some of the positions there was just not many transfers, so we're going to discuss a lot of different players. Yeah, so let's get into it. I reckon obviously we start with our goalkeeper.
Yeah, so who do you have in goal, Nathan?
I have Nick Pope.
Yeah, I was gonna go for Nick Pope. I was like, I'll go for Dean Henderson. I feel like Henderson will be more vital Forest and Pope to Newcastle.
Yeah, that's fair, but I think Nick Pope, from what I've seen of him, has been really good quality.
Yeah.
And Newcastle need a solid keeper like that, I'd say.
Yeah, because I mean, there's like they've had like great goalies in the past, like Shea Gibb and like Tim Krul, when they were like doing all right. Nick Pope, he's been really good so far. Nick Pope. I feel like he's better than Ramsdale. When everyone's like Pickford versus Ramsdale, I'm always like, I think Pope's better than Ramsdale, to be honest. But yeah, Dean Henderson, he'll be vital. His experience in like the Premier League, like fighting relegation, even like Sheffield United finish high up. He's just a solid goalkeeper. Like
exactly,
the gap between him and like Samba could be significant, and he's already like saving points. Henderson.
Yeah, I feel like Dean Henderson's a good keeper, but the only reason why I think I put Nick Pope ahead of him is because he's only alone. Dean Henderson's only alone with an option.
Yeah.
Nick Pope's obviously permanent sign, and I feel like he'll be there for a while. Like I doubt Newcastle probably sign a different keeper for a while, so I feel like it'd be a good signing for them.
It's the solid core as well, like the back four and Pope.
Yeah. So I think we should get into our. Do you want to go centre backs first before we go into our full backs?
Yeah. So right, I went for Connor Cody and Wesley Fofana. So obviously you've got like the likes of like Koulibaly signing, and like Akanji if you want to say, but Cody's like impact will be more like significant, I think, because like last season Everton conceded like so many goals for like horrendous from set pieces, and like his leadership, and like he's already shown so far like how solid he is, and he's been a really good acquisition for Frank Lampard's side.
Yeah. Connor Cody's a really good leader, and he'll organise your defence well. And in that back
really
three, he's used to playing in a back three.
But we played a back four against Leeds yesterday.
I was thinking that. Yeah, when I was watching the game. Yeah, solid as well. Yeah, you can play in both. Yeah, but he's just a solid player to sign. He's got good experience.
Yeah, I don't get why Wolves got rid of him, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. It might have been a problem with a contracts or something like that. I don't know, but
I think because Bruno Lage is like evolving from a back five to a back four, and he obviously doesn't think he fits that purpose.
Yeah. So, and I think he'll definitely organise your team, and for Everton, you want to get to mid-table or or get up the table. Then he's a great signing. Yeah, and him and Tarkowski are definitely a good back too. So yeah, it's a great signing that.
Yeah, and then especially alone and Tarkowski for free.
Yeah.
But yeah, to do one and go for Fofana, I just think I know the transfer saga was like hectic, but I'd put him over Koulibaly just because like he's a future and he's so good at such a young age. He's gonna be a massive miss for Leicester, and I think he will smash it at Chelsea, to be honest.
Yeah, I've gone with Koulibaly mainly because he's just a very experienced centre back, but like in the recent games he's shown that he's a bit shaky, and I thought that might happen. I remember saying to you like a few weeks ago saying that Koulibaly would be good, but I feel like he might be a bit shaky but and yeah, he's shown that, but I do think he'll be good, and I just put him in because
he's a big name.
Big name.
He's a star sign of the Chelsea.
Exactly.
Like
and also I think Fofana, he hasn't played in a year, and they're spending 70 million on him. It's just a bit of a risk, but I think he'll be good probably.
Yeah, well, when he came back from injury, he was quite good for Leicester.
Yeah.
And losing him is just a massive blow. But you could have Martinez in, but Martinez has only played 2 games and like. I don't know really.
Yeah, he does look decent, Martinez, but only.
He looked good the last 2 games in Southampton, Liverpool getting man of the match back to back, like.
Yeah, he was. He was really good against Liverpool and against Southampton. So yeah. But yeah, going on to my next centre back, I've got Romero. This is quite a boring one, but they made him permanent. But he was a brilliant signing for Spurs on.
Is he injured? He hasn't played like the last 2 games.
Yeah, I think he is. But when he's played, he's been fantastic, and he's proven himself as one of the best centre backs in the league. Like, he's actually so good. Like, when I watch him, he's so aggressive coming out to the ball. He intercepts the ball as well.
Centre-half. Especially in the Conte centre-half.
Yeah, he's fantastic, man. But yeah,
I feel like Tottenham should have went for another centre-half. They're like the back three. Sanchez, Dyer, Davis. It's dire.
Yeah, it is poor. It is poor. But especially without Romero there, it just looked particularly weak. But yeah, I think Romero's a brilliant signing. So to make that permanent,
he's one of the best centre-halves in the league, Romero.
Exactly. So that's why I put him. I think it's a great acquisition for them to get him permanently.
Yeah, for right back, I kind of cheated on this one because he played right back on my career mode. Bellacoccia. He's only 20 and he looked amazing.
Yeah, he can probably play
against Chelsea. Okay. Like his position, his awareness is good. Like it's like Sterling was throwing goal and he just like closed him down, like shut the shot up immediately. Him and Slitzer have formed a good back two together, and it's a great sign for Southampton because it's gone for quite cheap. They'll probably sell him for like 40-50 million. There are lots of learning, obviously 20s raw, but he's looked promising so far.
Yeah, Salisu looks like a good centre back. Like I'm surprised no one went for Salisu in the summer because he had a quite decent season in Southampton last season. But
he did score a horrendous own goal.
Yeah. But yeah, so I've just thought of my right back actually. I'm gonna go with Nico Williams.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think Nico Williams is a really good signing for Notts Forest, just because he's in the system they play. I think he's quality, for being a fullback.
He'll be a massive impact. You also got Jed Spence, but he hasn't played so far for Tottenham.
Yeah. So you can't. Yeah, I probably would have put Jed Spence in before he the season started, but he just hasn't played. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but Nico Williams has been playing. He looks really like a bright spark in the team down that right wing. He's very dynamic. I think he's going to be a great signing for them. So, especially even if they go down.
Sharp as well.
Yeah, if they go down, he'll be quality in the Championship. So.
Or even if the Liverpool have like a buyback clause on it. I imagine they do.
I think we might do. I can't remember if it said we do, but I imagine we do. I think we might have a sell-on clause, but yeah. I hope we have a buyback clause, but the thing is, we've got Trent, and I don't think Trent's going to move to midfield. I really don't know. It seems like he doesn't really want to, and it seems like Klopp doesn't want to keep him at right back, so we'll have to see.
Well, and you've got Calvin Ramsey coming through the ranks, haven't you?
Exactly, yeah. So we might unless he becomes incredible, we might not activate anything, but yeah. But yeah. So now going on
I imagine
to
we have the same for left back with Zinchenko.
Yeah.
Zinchenko. You can already tell, like, early on, like, the quality that he has, like, not below par, but I guess a sporadic squad player City. He's like a key player already for Arsenal. And he's important the way they want to play.
He's just a quality player. You can tell when someone's really good, really good quality, when they can literally play like so many different positions. You just know they don't really have many weaknesses. Like he can literally play any way you want him to. Like he can be creative. He can be, he can play at left back. He can be defensively solid. He can be, he's amazing when it comes to his stamina and stuff to win balls back and that. Like he's just a great player, Zinchenko.
Yeah, I also on Arsenal fan TV, he was saying like when Tierney played, like the drop off was like massive, and Tierney's like a good left back. So
yeah.
Do you reckon we'll see him play midfield? I feel like we might do some games.
Yeah, possibly. If Tierney starts playing really well, then Arteta might switch him to a midfielder. But if he's doing really well at left back, then you may as well keep him there, especially if Arsenal are keeping clean sheets and not while he's playing.
Do you reckon City should have kept him? I feel like
I don't know why you'd sell a player like him. He's so useful. He's just a bit
exactly. Like you seen, we came on against Villa like in the second half, and like his impact won the game and won the league ultimately for them.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Arsenal have already won the league, but selling a player who's so useful like that to a rival is quite risky from City. Well. It shows that City don't really care, or like they don't see Arsenal as a direct threat. But I feel like they probably should. But anyway.
Yeah, I just feel like he just wants to go, so they don't want to like keep players unhappy.
Definitely. Yeah, and to be fair, is he really going to want to go abroad when the Premier League's the best league in the world? Probably
Exactly.
not.
You see so many like good players going to like even like for example, Paulinho, Champions League player going to Fulham, like they will go to Premier League clubs,
Yeah.
even if they're not in, like the top 6.
Yeah, exactly. So do you want to give us your midfield 2 now, Joe?
Yeah, I've got midfield 3, but I've got Casemiro,
midfield three.
Paqueta, and Rafael Nunes.
Yeah.
All Brazilian midfield. But yeah, I feel like Casemiro adds that leadership. He adds that quality. Where he can like stay out games. I'll go give like good protection to the back two, like Maguire around or whoever they want to play. I like you've also got Casemiro in.
Yeah. Apologies for any audio problems that might be having with me and Jack currently recording via Discord at the moment because we can't record in person. But anyway, yeah, I've gone with the midfield 3 of Casemiro, Paulinho, and Paqueta. I put Paqueta as like more of a cam, but I guess you can play a midfield 3.
That's where you play for West Ham.
Yeah. Do you think you're playing a midfield 3 for West? Do you think you're playing a cam for West Ham? Do you?
Yeah, I feel like you could even play off the wings, but
yeah, possibly. Yeah.
It's a sign West Ham need because like the two relying on Bowen and Antonio.
Yeah.
Like Ron hasn't really set the world like they got like 11 goals, 7 assists last season, and if you add that to West Ham's team, they can push them up, and they need like quality squad depth like that because they're in the Europa Conference and they haven't started the season off well.
Yeah, 100%. But as you said before about Casemiro, I think he's just incredible experience for United, and he's a winner, and that's exactly what they need. And he's going to add steel into the midfield. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, with Paqueta, I feel like he's just a step above most of the West Ham players, so that's good for him.
Like better than Fornals, better than Ben Rama.
Yeah, he's better than all their players, really.
Better than Lanzini, despite performing well last season.
He was the only Lyon player to get into the League One Team of the Season, which is or Team of the Year, which is quite impressive from him.
I'm trying. Yeah, Lyon finished like 7th or 8th last season. They struggled massively last season.
Yeah, I think he was their best player. Yeah, I'm going to talk about Paulinho real quick. When I've watched Fulham play, when I've watched Fulham, he's their like best player immediately. Like he's absolute quality, especially against the first game of the season against Liverpool. He was quality, and then against who's it?
Wolves.
Brentford. I think it was against Brentford. I think he was quite.
I'm surprised Fulham got a player of this caliber though.
Yeah, definitely.
The Premier League.
I think we've discussed this. Yeah, I think we've talked about this before. The Prem's so strong when it comes to teams. It's ridiculous. Like you can have one of the best midfielders in Portugal just going to a newly promoted side in the Prem. It's ridiculous. But yeah, going on to what were you gonna say?
One sporting midfielder to the other former one. My favourite Nunes, he's quality, man. I feel like he's a step above. I feel like Wolves needed like to freshen it up as well midfielder. Coutinho and Neves, like so that going to 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1, like he carries the ball really well and he's got an unbelievable goal for Sporting, and Everton could have gone, but Rafa Benitez said no, and I can see like City or Liverpool getting him in like 2 or 3 years time. I rate him highly.
Yeah, he looked very first game I watched him, he looked very energetic, and his dribbling ability and his progression of the ball is really good. So
he controls the midfield quite well, I thought.
Yeah. The only problem I thought is that he gave away the ball quite a bit, but I think that's just the style of play he's going to bring. So
I'm the decision maker. I remember against Newcastle, he could have like played it, but he shot, and obviously Wolves drew the game in the end 1-1. So
yeah, he'll probably grow into a great midfielder anyway. I know Liverpool were linked with him quite heavily.
He's really good, man.
Yeah. So now I think we've gone through all the midfielders. So maybe let's go on to our attackers now.
I feel like we've got the same attack here.
Do you reckon? Ooh.
Who's your right winger?
My right winger is Anthony.
Mine is Gabriel Jesus. I pushed him out wide.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
He's a step above, and he's what Arsenal has needed.
Yeah.
Anything ever since Van Persie left,
Yeah, I think
he's that good.
Yeah. If I thought of that, I probably would have put Gabriel Jesus there as well. I think, yeah, you're right. He's a brilliant signing. He's already shown. He's just got class. Like, what's great about signing these City players, I think, is that these City players, they already have an incredible style of play they've been playing in for years, where they're passing so good and technically so good. Exactly. So when you sign these players, they just come in and they're already like technically like brilliant, and they can. And then they just, because they're in a team that's like, when they're a star player, they can show that more. So like when Gabriel Jesus has gone to Arsenal, you can just tell immediately that he's better than like anything they've had in like years.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like he could have scored even more goals than he has, but he's still produced for Arsenal so far. So
he's always been like underrated though, or like
definitely
like always been not like being that good, but he's got 3 goals for assists already. Like, his dribbling, I didn't realise his dribbling's that good, to be honest. He scored yesterday against Miller. That signing's going to take Arsenal to the Champions League, I think.
Yeah, when he was playing for City, it's like it's harder to see his qualities when you've got so many good players playing around him. Like I remember Boovy.
His style suits him that much. It's like too technical and like getting him behind and all.
Yeah, maybe. But Boovy. I remember Boovy was saying that like he doesn't think he's too good, and he says that he's not good enough to play for City or whatever, and his finishing's poor and stuff. But like, I think he's a quality striker, and I feel like it's just City have too many good players, so it's blinded his greatness. But anyway, yeah.
Well, people just think that because when like Pep won the league without a striker, well, when Aguero was injured, and like Gundogan up front of Bruyne, and he gets like heavily criticised, but you can always see the impact he's had on Arsenal, and Arsenal can't afford him to get injured.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, if I thought of that, I probably would have Gabriel Jesus, but I've gone with Anthony. I actually don't think Anthony's going to be incredible in the Prem, but I feel like he's still a good technical player, and he's probably better than what United have got so far. So that's why I've went for him.
Yeah, is he quick? Because I know that Sancho's very technical, very skillful, but he's not the quickest, is he?
No. I think him and Sancho are kind of similar, very similar players. So it's going to be interesting. It depends what tempo he wants to play.
Yeah, because he's playing Elanga. If you play Sancho, you play Rashford through the middle, you play Anthony and Sancho.
Yeah, Anthony's quite a creative player.
Yeah, he had 12 goals, 10 assists last season. He has that quality, Anthony, I think. I think it'll take time to settle in though. In the Dutch league.
Yeah, see, the thing is though, is that those 12 goals, 10 assists in the Eredivisie could translate to like 3 goals, 5 assists in the Prem, and that could be very poor. Like in terms of in terms of paying 85 mil.
The pressure will just be on him.
Especially paying that much money for him, like it's a ridiculous amount. But yeah,
fantastic for Ajax. They just.
Oh yeah, I know. And Ajax getting our Campos in.
I don't know. Apparently they sent him back.
Oh really? See, he's meant to.
Apparently they only want him on loan or something.
That's a massive blow because he's quality a Campos. So.
But that's Steven Bergamo, and he smashed it so far. Like.
Yeah, true. Yeah. But no, I think our strikers will be the same. Oh yeah, left wing. Oh yeah.
Save Haaland at last.
He's already spoiled our striker, but it's pretty obvious anyway. Yeah, my left winger is Richarlison.
Oh really? Mine. I went for Sterling because Chelsea need the goals, and like Sterling, and like 3 goals back to back. He already got like 3. I think got 3 in his last 2, and they need goals, and he's the only one. You look at that team that can provide goals, which is a massive issue for Chelsea. I cannot lie.
Yeah, 100%.
He's kind of like underrated for some reason. Sterling never got like the credit he truly deserves. I think
he's looking to finally find his feet. Sterling now for Chelsea.
Yeah, he play every week. Sterling at Chelsea.
Yeah, and that's what he wants, and he's good enough to do that. So.
Yeah, and also he's won all the trophies and that like.
Yeah.
Obviously, he won to win trophies, but like he's already won so much, and if he doesn't win any, it might not be like the worst thing in the world for him. But yeah, also I think this is good for the World Cup because he'll be playing week in week out for Chelsea. He'll start in the World Cup. Yeah, that might not be guaranteed at Chelsea, like Manchester City.
Yeah. Mine's Richarlison. I was going to put Sterling, but I thought we should just talk about Richarlison real quick. I could have went with Sterling, but I wanted to vary it up, so I've gone with Richarlison. I feel like he's just a great backup for Spurs, and also he's also a very good utility player. I don't really like him, but I feel like I do obviously know he's a good player. And that cross that he put in for Kane,
yeah, it was filthy.
was an incredible cross against Notts Forest. Was it?
Yeah, I feel like he might start because Son hasn't started the season off that well.
Yeah, he could be put into the starting positions if Son keeps not performing.
He always gets subbed off Son for Richarlison, where you'd think it'd be like the coolest step to be.
Do you think? Do you reckon?
I've got Richarlison an honourable mention.
Yeah. Do you think he's better on the right than he is on the left? Then is that what you think?
No, left. He can coincide. He played on the right under Marco Silva in his first season, and like a bit in his second season. He's like impactful, but he wasn't like the same. He's so much better on the left hand side.
Yeah.
Even cut in. On the right, he's kind of limited.
Yeah.
I prefer him up front, but obviously you're not going to play him up front for Harry Kane.
Yeah. I think he showed with that one cross that I think in a better team he's going to be quality, because if he can set Harry Kane up like that, like on the exactly. Like regularly, then yeah.
And with like the work rate that he possesses and like the run forward from like Kane, Kulusevski, etc. I think his numbers will get better.
Definitely.
I feel like Tottenham might go to 3-5-2. They go when Conte went to that with Inter.
Yeah.
They haven't looked that good. They always get like overrun in midfield, I think.
See, that's very strange because they were playing Basuma yesterday, and you'd think that he would be he would stop that because his stats at Brighton were very good. I didn't watch the game, but
they always just seem to get overrun in midfield, like especially against Wolves, against Chelsea. Like you imagine like Liverpool City, like get overrun and they're slaughtered.
Yeah. Anyway, we probably should get into our final pick for our 11s, and you've already said who it is, but it's Erling Haaland.
Haaland.
Did you see his goals yesterday?
Yeah, goals were filthy, weren't they? 9 goals, 1 assist already.
Yeah, they were ridiculous goals. Maybe not ridiculous, but just very good striker goals. But
good striker goals.
Yeah, definitely. And he's just a perfect striker. I've been saying this since Dortmund. My dad's been going to me. He's been like, I remember saying to him like, Dad, genuinely, this is unfair. Haaland joined the Premier League. He's like the perfect striker. He was going to me like, oh, we've never seen him in we've never seen him in the Prem. Has he done it in the Prem? You know, he's come from the Bundesliga. We've never seen him. He might be crap. He might get injured. And I was like, I just knew. I just always knew that this was going to happen.
You got to think about it. Last season, City got beat 2-0 by Palace. They're getting beat 2-0. If they don't have Haaland, they don't win that game.
Yeah, definitely. It's like
the first goal, the movement, like he finds space when like teams are so compact and low block. It's incredible. And like the third goal, that finish, shrug off the defender and just like dispatch it past Guaita. He saw all type of goals, and he's nowhere near the finish article yet. Yeah,
he's showing what everyone was predicting. You know, like with City creating so many chances in the box and stuff, that he'll just bag so many goals, and it is quite scary, to be fair.
I mean, he wasn't going to get 30 goals, but I think he's going to get 30 goals.
Yeah.
Do you reckon he could break the record?
9 goals in 5 games is quite terrifying. He could definitely break the record.
He's got back-to-back hat-tricks.
Yeah, the problem is, I reckon he could get like 3 hat-tricks in a row or something like that. With the amount of chances City make, he might just get like 3. He might get a hat-trick next week too, or next game week.
Yeah, they've got what's it called? They've got Villa next to her. What's it called?
Not too confident at the moment.
Well, I'm confident exactly, and I can imagine just ramping it up against them.
Definitely. Do you think we should end this video here then? Because we've got to talk about the rest of the games.
Mentioned list.
Okay.
Right. So, Leeds transfer window, so like the players are recruited in, like transform them to be look so much better, and
100%.
They look more as a team, not relying on Rafinha.
Yeah, definitely.
Like Aronson looks lively. Sinistera scored. Rocker and Adams look good. Also, same Southampton, their window, they're buying youngsters which you can sell on in the future.
Yeah.
I brought Richarlison on that list, like you were saying before.
It's good business
Lobby,
move.
'cause I'm surprised Lobby went to Nottingham Forest. I can't lie. Should have scored yesterday against Forest. Lobby.
Yeah, I
against
seen
City.
that. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah.
And then Isaac, because he took his goal amazingly yesterday, and like
Oh yeah.
they were be relying on Callum Wilson.
Yeah. I was really surprised Isaac scored yesterday, mainly because
And
he's
even the
such a young
second goal
striker.
was this hard, like he just
Yeah. He
Like,
really impressed me. He really impressed me. Yeah, when you were saying about Leeds and Southampton, like I think they just make it like great business. And I said that at the start of the season, and I thought Leeds' business was good, and that's why I kept them up. I feel like, as you said, play like a team. They're playing more like a team now, and like it's like Rocker and Adams are quality midfield. Yeah, and Sinistera looks quite good.
Christiansen at right back looks quite good too, in my opinion.
Yeah. Sinistera took his goal really well against Everton, and I feel like they'll definitely stay up.
He's a good. I'm surprised he's playing on the right day. To be fair.
Do you reckon? Wait,
But Harrison was good. I really like Jack Harrison.
Yeah. Harrison's a good player. Yeah. With Southampton. With Southampton, I was just gonna say.
Sorry, you go first.
Yeah, I was just gonna say sorry. Yeah, with Southampton, I think they've just done really good business. Like they're just like setting up for the future. Like even if they're gonna create these players, they'll be good for them in the short term. But even if they become too good for them, then they'll sell them out for a big amount. And you know what you're saying?
And they'll find the next what's it called group. Like Lavia has been amazing so far.
100%.
But however, I do think it's quite risky though, because City just like get Lavia back next season.
Yeah, but he's been good for them for one season, I guess. But I doubt they'll spend 40 million on a player who's only for one season. But it's a lot of money for Southampton, isn't it? 40 million.
Yeah, exactly. And it's good sustainability as well. Yeah, buying youngs, buying cheap, selling on. So just a couple of more players I've got on the honourable mention. Ante, so I'm excited to see him play, see the flair he has, and just see how he'll possess in a Premier League team. I feel like hopefully the right back supports him and like ain't too like crap.
Yeah.
So, like so it doesn't like affect his game.
Yeah, that is possible.
And I went for Paulinho and Leno, but especially Leno. I kind of slated Leno, but he's a great sign for Fulham. Like
yeah. I remember saying that at the time when he signed. I was like, it's a good sign for Fulham, Leno.
He is a solid keeper. I don't know why I went in on him.
Yeah. But anyway, I just thought your point there was very interesting about Anthony not being as good with Dalot at right back, and I feel like that could definitely be possible because I remember with Ten Hag's system, he had Mazraoui as his right back partner, and they were very into he was very attacking, and they had a lot of success and chemistry between them, and they were they were very lethal down that right wing for Ajax. So I feel like that could have an effect because Dalot's obviously not as attacking.
Exactly, and like you kind of seen with Sancho last season, like Wan-Bissaka, like when he plays like around Sancho, so you can get him in the game, like the nice passes and like little pieces of brilliance that he has. Like
yeah, definitely, yeah.
They're just stranded out there, and players like Casemiro will help Anthony a lot. Will help give him that protection, and
yeah.
I feel like people just gotta be patient with him because Ajax to the Premier League. You've seen Van der Beek at the massive step up.
Yeah, definitely. It just varies from player to player, I think.
I've got S Zubapan, the
yeah.
Because he's very good at Villarreal attacking wise. He's good. And also, I think he'll just be another Cucurella.
Yeah.
And also, it helps Trossard because Trossard's been playing left mid at the start of the season.
Yeah. With Estupinan, I think I back Brighton scouting, so he probably will be good.
Quick as well. He used to play for Watford.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, that makes sense. Actually, yeah.
Yeah. And just a final one we've got for against Leeds, and Brentford looks really good. He's still young and he needs time to bed and gel, but what I've seen so far is really promising, and we need someone like that in our midfield, like the pace and the power, and I've liked what I've seen so far from him.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, I think that's going to be the end of our 11s. Tell us in the comments if you think that we've missed out any good signings, and do you think that our thoughts on them are correct? And yeah, this is going to be the first episode of, the first part of episode 6. So keep an eye out for the rest of the episodes, as we're going to be talking about. We're going to be doing a Merseyside derby preview. We're going to be talking about deadline day, and then we're going to be doing a game where I test Jack on his ball knowledge with some guess who's. So yeah, thanks for listening.
Thanks, everyone.
See you next time.